Good morning and welcome to Transformation Thursday. Hey, this is the day I spend just a few minutes going over quotes, quips, and cruminisms. Now, cruminisms these are words and phrases that I've gathered over the years or I've created myself in order to help us walk this path of life, to motivate, to inspire us, and to encourage us. So today I want to use a quote from a comedian, Bob Nelson. It says, "You get the best efforts out of others not by lighting a fire beneath them, but by lighting a fire within them." So it's really about lighting fires. So often what we do when we try to motivate people and inspire people, we try to put a fire up on them. We try to change their behaviors. We try to motivate them to move. We try to change their actions. We light a fire underneath them. You know, as Richard Pryor would say, fire is inspirational. When there's fire, you move. So people tend to light a fire under folks. They fuss at them, they ridicule them, they embarrass them, they compel them to action. They light a fire beneath them. But what Bob Nelson is saying, how about building a fire within them, which is more about inspiration than motivation. It's not about changing your behavior, it's about changing your heart. And if I light a fire within you, if I get you to believe in the dream, to grab hold of the vision, if I get you to embrace the idea, that lights a fire within you. And what happens with a fire within you versus a fire without you is that external pressure on you requires you to move and do something to mitigate that pressure. Internal pressure, internal fire helps you exude outwardly that which is inside. So if you're inspired to move and do things, it doesn't matter what's on the outside. What's on the inside drives you. Passion, purpose drives you. If you really want to change people's lives, if you really want to help folks succeed to the best of their ability, you really want people reach for the stars and actually might even hit the moon, if you really want to help people get to the place where they do not think they can get, do not light a fire underneath them. Build a fire within. It's passion that drives us to success. It's passion that sees us through the "I can't do it no more" days. It's passion that helps us get past the "I'm too tired" phase. It's passion that helps us get through the "I'm done, I'm through, I've taken all I can take, I can't take no more" through those days. It's passion. It's that fire within. You see what happens with the fire without? Eventually it burns out. And when it burns out, you go back to the same behavior you exhibited before. And the only motivation you have for not going back to that place is from a position of pain. The pain that it takes to walk through that fire. But when the fire is on the inside, what it means is that as long as the fire burns on the inside, you're going to go through whatever it takes on the outside to satisfy, to quench that fire. And on the outside, as you light a fire, over time it gets smaller. On the inside, if you build a fire, over time it gets bigger. And the more fire on the inside, the more inspiration becomes. And one idea becomes 3 ideas. And one thought becomes 5 thoughts. And one set of motivations becomes 20 sets of motivation. And what generally tends to happen is that this fire is built up inside. There was an old prophet of old said, "It's like fire shut up in my bones. I can't help it." When the fire's on the outside, I stop when it's no longer available to me. When the fire's on the inside, I can't help myself. I pursue the dream. I go after the vision. I put all the resources I have into accomplishing the goal because you've built a fire within. You want to change people's lives. You're working, you got co-workers, you got kids. You want to change their lives, give them something they can believe in, and build the fire on the inside. You want to get the best out of others? Don't light the fire beneath them. Build a fire within them. Hey, I'm Coach Ellis. Any questions or comments below, hit me up at coach@elliscrum.net or on Facebook at Coach Ellis Crum. Until next week, have a fantabulous, transformational Build a Fire on the Inside Thursday. God bless you, and we'll see you next week.